Duckboat Dispatch, episode number 31. We're back past the big 3-0. 1 week till Christmas. Who knows what we're going to do next week, but I know what we're doing this week. We are reacting to the Patriots blowing that game against the Buffalo Bills and heartbreaking fashion. They fall apart in the second half. They have a big first half lead, and they blow it completely in the second half. We'll get into that. The Bruins are in action tonight at the TD Garden against the Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid, the best player in hockey, is in town tonight, which is good because this is probably one of the few times I will watch him play because I'm not staying up to watch Edmonton Oilers hockey in the regular season. It's just not happening. But the big news, my favorite news from the day, or the past few days, Tatum return is all but confirmed now. You listened to Brad Stevens yesterday. He pretty much confirms it. You listen to Tatum today himself. I believe he said it to Chris Haynes, if I'm not mistaken. He's coming back this season. It is all but done. It's not when, it is now if. But before we get to all of that, let's get to the tone setter with Sara.
I just have two things to say. Trevor frickin' Lawrence. And Josh, you have to back me up on this week. He saved your fantasy team.
He saved my life. He saved my dignity. He saved my future of not having embarrassing photos on the internet for me. Quick story, my fantasy punishment this year is the loser has to recreate the Travis Kelce photo shoot of like him in the ocean with like a construction vest on. He's in the woods with a snake and like a fur hat. And my team was 2-11 or something like that. My team was the worst team. I had Malik Neighbors. And this week started the playoffs. And if I won, I wouldn't have to do it. If I lost, I would go to the toilet bowl. And I really didn't want to go to the toilet bowl. So thank God to Sara and I's favorite players of Trevor Lawrence and Travion Henderson scoring a combined 74 points.
Wow.
So I don't have to go in the ocean with only a construction vest on doing like this. So, yes, I will back Sara up this week.
Yeah. Trevor, 330 yards. What was it? 5 touchdowns?
I think it was 4.
6.
5.
5 touchdowns and 20 out of 32 passes. That's crazy. Well, for him.
I will say, not to rain on the parade, it was against the Jets, but still, okay. I still think it was very impressive.
I don't care. And Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL. So, the trifecta would have been the Patriots winning. But you know what? The game was bullshit. We'll get into that. I was happy this weekend. I was happy, but it was a bittersweet weekend. And that's really all I have to say. Oh, and I'm officially out of fantasy football because my team sucks.
At least you don't have to do a photo.
I don't know what our punishment is. We don't really care that much. So, there were weeks where I didn't even check my team.
I am beyond thrilled I don't have to do my punishment. I am beyond thrilled. Any other punishment I'd really be fine with. I really don't care if I have to do it. It's just this one I didn't want to do.
Yeah. See, I kind of wish you did have to do it because I just would wanted to have laughed at the pictures.
Well, yeah, everyone wanted.
But still.
Everyone kind of wanted me to lose so that there would be these photos of me, but now it's between my 2 other friends. So I get to live freely.
That's fun.
I get to live in the free realm of Travis Kelce photos. Yeah. It wasn't even for a calendar he did it for. He literally was just like, I'm just going to do a photo shoot. Tom is struggling right now.
Yeah.
It's Sara. It's Sara.
Oh.
How?
I don't know how, but I'm telling you, it's you. When I mute you, it goes away. When I mute Josh, it's still there.
I don't hear it right now.
Because it's you. You can't hear it yourself.
Then why was I hearing it?
Probably hearing it through somebody else's headphones. All right, but that's going to be something we have to keep an eye on the entire episode. This will be fun.
Well, I don't know how to fix that, so.
Do you have AirPods?
No.
All right, we're going to mail you a pair of AirPods.
Expensive.
AirPods? Don't you?
I do have AirPods. I just don't know where the fuck they are. Look at Joe.
We're going to find Sara some AirPods or maybe some headphones or something like that to get on. You can wear in-ear headphones. You can wear over-the-ear headphones.
Yeah, I'm not putting anything on my head.
Yeah, we'll get you some in-ear. We'll find a
I
way to
think
get Sarah some
on
in-ear headphones.
my hair.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't want to
By
put anything on
that,
your hair.
by that, I mean this is my real hair. No extensions. I just got it dyed. Like, highlights. This is all natural.
All right.
Natural. Sarah's about to find out that her fantasy football punishment is to go blonde.
Over my dead body.
Would you rather go blonde or like dark black hair?
Jet black.
Okay. Or ginger.
I'd be okay. If it was ginger or blonde, I'd rather go ginger. It's less damaging to my hair.
What if it was like a really funky color, like green?
Fuck no.
Sarah pulls up next week in green hair.
You would never see me again. I would
All right,
just wear the stupid Trevor Lawrence wig that my sister got Xander last year. Yeah, see? She just gets him like funny things.
All right, well, let's move on to the Patriots and not. We can move past the Trevor Lawrence love. I'll let you have your day. I'm not going to mention that.
Thank
The
you.
Jaguars had 3 interceptions, and he held
I
a
don't
short
care.
fields to get those 5 touchdowns. But hey, 5 touchdowns is impressive any way you get them. It's difficult to score in the NFL, so props to him on that one. It was against the Jets, as Josh said. But let's focus on the Patriots, who allowed 5 unanswered touchdowns in the second half from Josh Allen and Josh Allen. That's it. The Bills really is not a great roster whatsoever, especially offensively. It's really Josh Allen, James Cook. It is December, so you have to worry about Dawson Knox December. He's a dog in December. People were trying to tell me he was a bum, but Dawson Knox December. And I want to start with not who you blame or what, because I think the blame goes all around. Offense wasn't good, defense wasn't good, special teams wasn't good in the second half. It's more, how did this change your perception of the New England Patriots? Are you concerned now? Are you the sky is falling, or are you it's a loss? Everybody loses in the NFL. It's every single Sunday, or is it okay? Now come playoff time, I'm more worried about what's going to happen. Josh, we'll start with you.
I think it's the second one you said, where it's the end of game in a playoff scenario is what I'd say. Obviously, the Bills are probably a team. They're gonna be a team that's gonna make the playoffs this year, even though they haven't mathematically clinched it yet. So, depending on how the seedings go, this may be a team you have to go through. And earlier in the season, you beat the Bills, which kind of creates an upset. Now everyone's on alert that the Patriots might be a good team this season. That's already said and done. This game definitely was meaningful in a way that we're at the end of the season. Games matter so much more than they did at the start. And so now that you come into this game, you completely blow a 21-point lead. You don't do anything in the last minutes in crunch time. How are you going to perform in that same scenario, potentially against other teams? I mean, what if you have to go up against a team like the Broncos, who have already clinched it, or maybe you have to go up against the Chargers or the Texans, which are actually they're supposed to go through the Texans right now if the season were to end. But it just kind of gives me that perspective that this won't be just a dominant Patriots team that's just going to smoke every team in the playoffs. If they want to make the Super Bowl, they're going to have to fight and die, and I'm completely fine with it because I want to fight and die. I don't want the cakewalk. I don't want it. I will want my team to go through hell to win a Super Bowl. But it just goes to show that I don't think there's going to be a single game in this playoff run that's like, oh, we're going against this team, we're going to smack the bleep out of them. We're going to wipe the floor with them. I think every team potentially for the Patriots could be a threat, considering that this team has never been in these scenarios before. This is completely brand new. And so since we haven't seen what they look like in these scenarios, I think this was our first little taste of what that could be. And this kind of does frighten me depending on who we go against.
I think it kind of confirmed my fears of us not being a strong second team or like second half team. Because the announcer made a very valid point. Every second half we've gone into, we were ahead and managed to stay ahead. And we were never down in a fourth quarter. So that to me, if it was Tom Brady, I wouldn't really have been super worried because I know he would have found a way. I think Drake May just started to scramble. There were a few passes that he just didn't even connect with anyone, and it just kind of was like air balls, and that makes me nervous. because like both of you said, we're going up against legit teams, and I do want to fight and die to win because I feel like it makes it better instead of everyone accusing us of the easy schedule, easy schedule. If we have to play the hardest teams in the playoffs and we win and we get to the Super Bowl and we win the Super Bowl, that also just proves that we are a solid team. We can do this. And it wasn't our easy schedule that got us to where we were.
That's the thing I completely agree with. And I know Tom is all against it. If I'm in the playoffs, no matter what team I am, whether I'm the 1 seed or the 8 seed, or if we want to talk NBA, I'm a flippin' playing team. I want my team. I will call for the biggest competition. I don't care. Give me the biggest dog in the room. Give me the damn lion. I want my team to fight, die, and earn the effing championship. It's not the championship should not be a pity award where we're like, oh, you made it. Congrats.
It's
Here
not a
you go.
participation award.
Here you go. Here's your pity trophy. No, I want to fucking die for this shit, guys. I want to fucking die.
Yeah, I couldn't be more against that. Regular season's where you want to play the best competition. That's where you sharpen the iron. In the playoffs, I'll take the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Jags on the way to the Super Bowl. And that
Hey, I
specific
want
order.
the Jags on the way to the Super Bowl, but not for that reason.
So if you're looking at the possible playoff scenarios, there's 3 or 4 teams that I am very okay with the Patriots playing in the first round. If they can find a way to play the Steelers, I don't think it's mathematically going to happen. If they can get a matchup against the Chargers, that'd be cool. The Jags, like those 3 teams, I'm not afraid of come the playoff times because if you look at the quarterback, like not afraid of Grandpa Rogers. Lamar Jackson's injured right now. They play the Ravens. They play on this Sunday. Maybe that'll change and he goes in there and they've struggled against running quarterbacks all season long. Maybe my opinion will change after that Sunday game. But as of right now, on December 18th, before the game, I'm not too worried about Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. They're also playoff chokers. Like, I'm not too worried about that. Justin Herbert has a broken left hand right now. I'm not too worried about the Chargers come playoff time. And then the Jags, I'm not a Trevor Lawrence believer. I'm just not. The defense is really good on that team. They have the most turnovers in the NFL. That does scare me. In a game where maybe Drake May starts airmailing some of his passes like he did against the Bills on Sunday. But I'm not, like, those teams don't scare me. The Broncos. I don't like Bo Nix, but he looked like John Elway on Sunday. And that defense is scary. Josh Allen is still Josh Allen. We just saw he can still beat you. And the Texans have their defensive line is disgusting. And if Will Campbell's going to be out, I'm worried. Wilson was back on Sunday, which was nice. But overall, if I had to choose, am I doom or gloom, or am I this is a loss, they'll learn from it and move on? I think I lean more towards like, yeah, I'm a little bit more afraid, but I don't think I'm as afraid as it seems you two are. Losses come in the NFL. Bad halves come in the NFL. That's what the Patriots had. They had a really bad second half, and Drake May had one of the worst halves of his football career that we've seen, and the offense just was inept. They're still missing some big pieces. Spillane wasn't out there. Milton Williams wasn't out there. So I'm not as doom and gloom as you two are. Not that you guys are like the sky is falling, the season's over. But I think I'm a lot more, okay, it's a bad half of football. If they lose this Sunday, I will be the sky is falling. I think it's just, at some point in time, it was going to catch up to them.
I think this Sunday, I'm not saying anything about the game, about who's going to win. I don't do that. I did catch myself before the game. Actually, at halftime, I said, we're going to win this game. I fucked up. I got into that mindset. The game, what I said.
You said that you found yourself saying at halftime the Pats are going to win.
Yeah, and I screwed up because I got into that mindset of like, hey, we're going to win this game. And I think that's where it slipped. Also, I think Drake May was doing so well in those second halves because he was comfortable. He had a leg up. The other team wasn't getting into their red zone. Like, he had comfort in that. Like you said, we're missing key pieces to our defense, our special teams, and offensive line. That is playing a major role right now. But I think something kind of was disconnected in Drake May's head, and he felt uncomfortable, and that's why he played the way he did. Also, the refs, I'm sorry, but those were some bullshit calls.
Yeah,
I'm not blaming the loss on them, but I'm just saying those calls, like there was a holding on Matt Collins that wasn't called. The guy had him in a fucking chokehold.
So I'll agree. The refs weren't great. I'm not going to sit here and defend that the refs were great,
Yeah.
but they weren't. That is very far down the list of reasons they lost this game. Very far down the list of reasons.
I think if that first call they made, I think it was Matt Collins. No, it was Marcus Jones.
The interception that was
The interception,
that was
pass
called pass
interference.
interference.
I think at the end of the day, that was an incomplete pass. I don't think either person had possession of the ball.
So it's definitely it's the refs weren't great. That was a tough call to make. I mean, you
Yeah.
can get into the weed. I'm not going to get into the weeds of was this a catch or not, because even the NFL barely knows what the hell a catch is these days, and they never really have for a while. But that's just so far down the list of reasons why they lost. If it was a back and forth there, the Pats were scoring and the Bills were crawling back in and they're getting extra possessions because of these penalties, I'd lean a little heavier that way. Or if it was a closer game in the first half. But you let them score 35.5, you're not going to win.
The only thing that I kind of picked up on is that both of these calls that I felt were bullshit and unnecessary happened on a 4th down for the Bills. That's the only thing that was weird to me. So it got them a whole nother set of downs. Again, I'm not saying it's the reason the Patriots lost, but I do think it helped the Bills score 14 points.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue too hard with you on that one. Again, not the reason they lost. To me, the bigger thing I noticed in the second half, man, they needed a wide receiver one. Nobody was getting separation, especially in that very last play of the game. Like Booty was kind of open on the flat, but nobody. There was not a single guy that's like, yeah, May missed him. The receivers are just not. They weren't getting separation, and I think that will be if they don't go far in the playoffs or like a first round exit. I think the pass rush and then the wide receivers will be the two main things they're going to point to if they don't go far in the playoffs, because the wide receivers didn't get separation and May couldn't get them the ball and the pass rush couldn't get to the quarterback. Those are the two things that I think are the biggest issue. Besides not playing a full 60 minutes, if you look at position groups, those are the two that worry me the most heading into a playoff round.
So I kind of hate you because you kind of answered my question I was going to ask. I was planning on asking a question of saying we're kind of like 3/4 of the way through the season. If the season were to end today and the Patriots, don't make it all. They don't make it all the way. Let's just say they're out, whatever. What's the number one thing you're addressing this offseason? Is it a coaching position? Is it an offensive position? Is it defensive? Does someone need to be moved? Like what do you guys think is the number one priority if the season were to end? Is there one off the top of your head that comes through?
If you listen to the media, it would be that Mike Vrabel doesn't like Josh McDaniels and wants him out, which has been going around this week. Some believe he's been sniping at McDaniels through the media. So I was there for the quote. It was on the Greg Hill show on EEI in the morning, like the quote that kind of sparked it all. I was there for that brag. It is a little weird. Whenever they ask him about McDaniels, he kind of pivots to the whole coaching staff. And it's kind of common knowledge that he didn't really choose McDaniels to be his OC. He was kind of given to him. He's the cheaper option. He's family to the crafts, essentially, if you want to call it like that. But I think Josh McDaniels is doing a fine job. I think the play calling in the second half could have been a little bit more aggressive. But again, he's a professional play caller. I'm a kid sitting here in my mom's and the room my parents are allowing me to stay in. Who knows more football? It's obviously Josh McDaniels, but I'm going to have an opinion on it. But I think the wide receiver room, you look at a top 5 quarterback and a top tier 1 wide receiver can bring you so far in the NFL. You can have a lackluster defense, and your offense is just a powerhouse. It can take you so far. And when you have a quarterback as talented as Drake May has, and he was pretty much an MVP front runner, he still is the second in the MVP race, but he lost it last week. Unless Matt Stafford just falls apart down the stretch. And he's doing that with guys like Pop, and I don't have an issue with any of these guys, but he's doing it with Pop Douglas, Keyshawn Booty, Matt Collins, Kyle Williams, Stephon Diggs, who has been invisible the past few weeks. Yeah. Hunter Henry has been, I think, his most consistent target on average, maybe Pop Douglas. You give him a guy like A.J. Brown or Jettas, oh my...
Or Booty.
What? I mean, just think of what he could do with a guy like Jettas on his side. It would be magic. It would be magic if they could find a way to get Jettas. They couldn't. I think more realistic is A.J. Brown because he seems so pissed off with the Eagles. But that's an off-season conversation. So, very long answer to your question, Josh, would be I think you have to add to the wide receiver room. He needs a weapon. He needs a guy that is his go-to wide receiver one. He doesn't have that. It's been wide receiver by committee, and it bit them in the rear end in the second half.
I will say, Stephon Diggs, when he's visible, he does well. Also, I'm not saying he should be wide receiver one. Mac Hollins has been more reliable than I expected. Like, he's been there to make those quick, nasty, like, get us down the field catches. And honestly, I think keep him around, but obviously not as a wide receiver one. So maybe tweak the room a little bit, find us that offensive weapon, and then keep some guys that we know we can count on.
I mean, if you can move, get your big name wide receiver one X, and then you have Diggs in the slot, and then you have kind of Booty, Douglas, Hollins
Yep.
is your.
Yep.
I mean, you're probably gonna lose. You can probably get rid of Pop Douglas if you move Diggs to the slot, and then you just kind of get rid of Pop, let Diggs play his contract when he's done. You have Kyle Williams in waiting in the slot, or he's your deep ball guy, he's your wide receiver 3, and then you have Matt Collins kind of be your pass blocking. Your pass blocking or your run blocking wide receiver who's going to be, run blocking wide receiver. I don't know why I said pass blocking, but he's your run blocking wide receiver. He's a bigger guy. He's a good run blocker, and then maybe play actions. You can kind of get him out on a little seam route, things like that, or a slant inside, quick little dink and dunk with Drake May. So I think he has a role in this offense, and I'm not going to hate if he's around next year because I think he's just a good locker room presence as well.
Yeah, he's a
But
great
I'm not like
presence.
Yeah, I think he's a good locker room guy, good leader, but he's not someone I look at and go, yeah, that's who I want to be in. Like, I'm not going to be mad he's in the wide receiver room, but I'm not like, ooh, he's going to complete our wide receiver room. No, he's one of the last pieces you add to the puzzle.
No. I do
so,
like Matt Collins, though.
Yeah, I don't have it. I wasn't so high on him going into the season, but he's absolutely proved me wrong so far. But pivoting over to the Ravens game, I think it's really, if you play 60 full minutes, and that's what I feel like I've been asking since the Steelers game, maybe, their last loss before that Buffalo one, and to rip off 10 straight, to think the sky's falling, and they're fool's gold. I think if you lose back-to-back, that argument becomes so much stronger. I think right now it's you had a bad half. Any given Sunday you can lose in the NFL. I've been saying it for weeks. Bad teams beat good teams all the time, and the Bills are not a bad team. They are a playoff team. They are the AFC East champs the last 5 years and counting, depending on how the season goes. The Patriots can still lock up the division. They just got to win. It's in their hands. They end the season with Brady Cook and the Jets and Quinn Ewers and the Dolphins. So I'm not too worried about them not locking up the division. I think things would have to go catastrophically bad for them to not win this division for the first time since Brady's left. But moving to the Ravens game, what are we worried about? I'm really just play your 60 full minutes. Don't let Lamar run all over the field.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Lamar has not been looking good over the last couple of weeks. I'm just scared that he's going to somehow find this, like, mojo that he hasn't had, and he's going to come out there and, like, just run all over us. There's really no one else on that team. Like, Flowers, he's kind of been his go-to, and Derrick Henry, they're not using as much, so I don't really know.
I mean, Lamar last week, they beat the Bengals 24-0, but the Bengals are a bad football team, and Joe Burrow sucked on Sunday. But Lamar Jackson, 8 for 12, 150, 2 touchdowns, and then Derrick Henry, 100 yards on 11 carries. It wasn't super, I mean, the defense obviously locked him up. Roquan Smith with 8 solo tackles is impressive as well. I mean, the defense was just all over the place. But yeah, I'm not too worried about them because, again, they've been injured. Derrick Henry's on the older side. I still think it's going to be a problem without Milton Williams in the middle. And if Spillane's out again this week, I'd be worried about that. The injury report was like all defensive guys. It was kind of scary looking. Spillane, I think Landry was on there as well the other day. So depending on how healthy they are, I'm not too worried. But I think this is a time when you're starting to realize, okay, Milton Williams, we miss you. Spillane, we miss you in the middle as a linebacker. Like, we need these guys to come back healthy for a playoff run because they are vital parts of this defense. So I think if they're healthy, they'll be fine. But more important to me, play 60 minutes, and in the second half, the offense needs to come out hot. They can't get cold again. I feel like that's been I think you make a great point, Sarah, where they've been up big at half, and they just kind of crawled to the finish line. I want to see them finish strong. It's been the first drive's been the issue for the defense, and then it's been the second half for the offense, and the first drive was spectacular for the offense on Sunday. Probably their best drive of the season.
It's
The
fine.
defense was solid in the first drive. They stop them, they get a turnover, something on those lines, and then the offense goes out. They score in like 5 minutes straight in the longest drive of the game, or 8 minutes, and the longest drive of the scoring drive of the game. And then they just fell apart in the second half. I don't want to say I've never seen it before, but it was just so shocking. They end the half with the field goal. They're up 21-7 or something like that, or 24-7, something like that, and then they just come out and can't do a thing. Their only real offensive spark was a long touchdown run on a breakaway, which you can't really plan for from Josh's guy Travion. And you can't plan on that. That's not an offensive system you can rely on for, okay, we're going to kind of suck, but Travion's going to break one away for 50, and that's going to help. No, they need to figure out a way to be offensively capable in the second half and finish out games. And the last thing I'll say about what they need to do before we move on to the picks for this week, unless anybody else has thoughts, the red zone defense needs to get some stops. Like, if you get you force 2 field goals in that game and not touchdowns, the Patriots win that game. And I know that's not groundbreaking information, but the red zone defense is very bad. And the defense looks good because they don't allow teams to get to the red zone. But if they get in the red zone, people will score like it's Swiss. Their defense looks like Swiss cheese out there. Yeah. It is kind of pathetic, and in the most important areas, you can't break in there. So I think the red zone defense would be cool to see them lock up. And I know it's going to be tough when you have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry back there in the backfield, with Lamar's ability to run, with Derrick Henry's ability to run, with Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely as weapons. It's not going to be an easy task for them whatsoever. This is a playoff team. This is a team that has been the one seed in the AFC in prior years. They have a former MVP, 2-time MVP on their roster playing quarterback. So while their record is 7-7, they're a 500 ball club. They're not the most impressive team if you look at what they've done so far throughout the season, but they still have weapons, and the Patriots are still a little banged up. So this is going to be a game where, okay, last real test of the season, let's close it out with a big win, statement win over the Ravens, and let's get the confidence back up against a real team, and let's tune up a few things against these scrubs Miami and these scrubs in New York against the Jets, and let's go into the playoffs hot, ready to go on a 3-game win streak. And if you go on another 10-game win streak, you'll win the Super Bowl and some start the next season. So I'm pretty confident going into this game, and I feel good about it, despite all of the things the Ravens have going for them.
The thing I'm mainly focusing on is not offense or defense, more of a kind of a culture thing. I would like the mentality that we had during the Giants game to come back, please. I want the mentality of let's kill this team. I think maybe part of that was missing during the Bills game, because I think maybe the Bills were kind of coming in with that more of a intimidating factor. They were more of an intimidating team because you could see them in the playoffs. But I wasn't really seeing the aggression and the ruthlessness I wanted to see from the Patriots. And so I would rather much just want to see, I want to make sure that we're not, this one loss isn't going to get to our heads. I would rather like this loss to instead motivate us to keep going and to even prove people wrong that we aren't just, some cakewalk team. I would like to walk into that on that field. We're in Gillette, right?
I have no freaking clue.
I have it written down. I completely forgot. It's on
the Baltimore game.
Yeah, it's on the predictions I have.
It's at Baltimore.
It's at Baltimore? Okay, then I would like us to walk into Baltimore, Maryland that day saying we're going to kill everyone on this team. Not literally. Don't take me literally, people on the internet. You know what I mean?
No, I absolutely agree with you, Josh. That is something I'm glad you mentioned, because I completely forgot about bringing that up. It's on my notes. This is a game where you can take back the crown of the AFC, where you had belonged for 20-something years with Tom Brady, where this was your division, and the Bills, once Tom Brady left, it was their division. And you had a chance to take the crown, put the hat, put the t-shirt on, walk around the field while they're still in the locker room, watching the monitors in there. Oh, we just lost the division to the Patriots. We have competition now in this division. And the Bills hung on to that crown. They weren't willing to let it go to the Patriots that easily. So I think they had come out with some aggression defensively. They started hot, but that aggression that we saw against the Giants, the hard-hitting defense from Ellis, Gonzo, even Spillane was out there laying some hits against the Giants, even though he wasn't out there against the Bills. I'd love to see that back again, because that was the best defense they had played. And yeah, the Giants suck. Like, let's not act like they're out there, they're world beaters. They suck. They're in the number 1 pick watch, but they were just beating up on them out there. It was awesome to watch, so I'd love to see that back this weekend as well. Set the tone defensively the same way Sara sets the tone for the show angrily. It'd be awesome to see. But with that, Josh, you mentioned the predictions and the picks. Let's get to it. We have an awesome Thursday night football game on tonight, correct?
Yeah, we got the Rams. Where are the Rams going? To their division rival in Seattle, up north. Give me the Seahawks.
I'm going Seahawks.
Give me the Rams. Sam Darnold looked like he looked like New York Jets Sam Darnold the last time they played each other. I think he threw 4 interceptions.
Why this will be his get back? Because he wants it. He's going to fight and die.
I still can't trust Sam Darnold in big moment games. I can't do it. I can't. What else we got? What's the first Sunday game?
The Eagles go to Washington, and throwback to when Tom said that the Washington Commanders are going to win the division this year.
It's not my fault Jaden Daniels has been injured. They're literally ripe for the taking because the Eagles have been bad this year too. Like literally ripe for the taking. Not my fault Jaden Daniels gets injured. You can't predict injuries.
Man, you should have known he was injury prone.
Give me the Eagles.
What's the game? I was not paying attention.
Eagles Commanders.
Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles.
Packers. So many division rivals this week.
Did Josh just cut out too?
Play the Bears.
Packers, Bears. Give me the Packers.
Give me the Packers.
I'll go Bears to be different.
Not a divisional matchup. The Chargers with my boy Lad McConkey. Go to Dallas, Texas.
Chargers.
Cowboys can be eliminated. Chargers have won their last 2, I think, with Herbert's broken hand. I think they're due for a loss. I'm going to take the Cowboys.
Give me broken hand. Justin Herbert.
All right.
I think you said that McConkey.
I messed up the schedule. I have a duplicate. What did I mess up? Oh God.
You don't just read it off of ESPN?
No, I have it on my notes because I gotta write down. I have to write down what you guys say.
Here.
I have it. The Vikings. I originally had the Vikings go to Dallas as well, but I completely wrote it wrong. The Vikings go to MetLife Stadium to play against Jackson Dart.
Vikings.
I hate them, but Vikings, they're not going to lose to the Giants.
9 versus Jackson Dart.
I hate 9. I
Battle-
hate
I
9
love
so.
Jackson Dart, though.
Battle of the frat boys.
Jackson Dart was in the medical tent again last week. This dude
Why?
played
I'm taking the
a concussion protocol or something. I don't know. I didn't watch the full game.
Oh
The season
God.
310.
Him and Scadaboo are going to be like...
They're gonna have 1 year where the stars align and they're fun to watch, and that's it. That's literally it.
Yeah, they're gonna end up going like 12-5, and they're gonna like make it to the second round of the playoffs. And then next year, everyone's gonna be like, the Giants are real. Both of them are gonna die the first game.
Yeah, literally.
People are already predicting the Giants to be next year's Patriots, and the Patriots were last year's Commanders, and the Commanders were the year before Texans were. Because if you look, they have the pieces. You get a good head coach. They have a quarterback. They have a running back. They have a wide receiver. They have some dogs on that defensive side of the football.
And
So
what'd you
we'll
guys
see.
say?
But right now, they suck.
I said the 9 in Vikings.
No, you can take the whatever. I don't want to talk about this game anymore. Move on.
What would you say?
I took it to the Vikings.
Vikings. He didn't want to.
Tom rooting for 9?
I'm not rooting for 9. I'm rooting for Justin Jefferson and Kevin O'Connell.
Or just be like me and hate him with a passion, like how I hate Patrick Mahomes, and just never root for him.
I like a lot of people on the Vikings. I just don't like the quarterback.
Tough. If I don't like one person on the team, I hate the whole team.
Bengals go to Miami.
Wait, no. Oh, fuck.
Give me the Bengals. They're starting Quinn Ewers in Miami. Tua's been benched. Sad Burrow is going to get a win. Sad Joe Burrow will get a win.
Give me T. Higgins.
I don't even know if he's playing.
What?
Wasn't he? I don't think he played.
Concussion?
He didn't play last week.
He probably has another concussion.
I mean, I'm not following. The only thing I know about the Bengals is Joe Burrow looks so sad. And all of his press conferences, he looks so sad.
Apparently he's not having fun anymore.
No,
I was
he's
actually
not.
talking to myself one time because I was debating on like, oh, what quarterbacks are like, will for sure be the starting quarterback of next season, which ones won't. I got to Joe Burrow and I was like, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's a world where Joe Burrow gets so upset that the Bengals don't do anything about this team that he may request a trade or leave at some point. So I'm like, there's just going to be the open window one day that Joe Burrow can just kind of jump out if he wants to.
Because he is a talented
Just saying.
quarterback. He is a talented quarterback. He just has nothing around him.
That is just the falsest statement ever. He has
Yeah.
Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown. He has some of the best offensive weapons around him. Yes,
Yep,
his
no
defense is
offensive line.
terrible. His defense is terrible, but he has some of the best offensive weapons around him.
Yeah, okay, he has weapons around him, but if there's no one to prevent the fucking defense from sacking him before he can get the ball off to his offensive weapons, he has nothing.
I'll take
Yeah,
Jamar.
I'll give you they're on the bottom half of the league. I'm not gonna doubt that whatsoever. But I wouldn't say they have the worst O line in the league.
But my point is that if you have no, like, if there's no one blocking the defenders from coming at you, and you can't get the ball off to Jamar Chase, Chase Brown, or T. Higgins, you have nothing.
I believe they have a top 10 PFF ranked offensive line, which is just, PFF. Okay, PFF. Here's what I was looking for. That was not
because they're
PFF.
top 10 ranked, whatever, doesn't mean they're actually doing well.
Well, that means they're one of the 10 best offensive lines in the league.
I don't believe that, though.
So, but the stats say
I'm
they're
not paying
good
for
in
this.
category.
What are you paying for?
I'm not paying for Pro Football Focus to read this. Here we go.
But if
one.
the stats say they're top 10 in a category, how do
That
you
one's
not?
the top 10. Where did this one have them placed?
Good.
So this
In
one has
that
like 31. So this is just not great at all.
Stats were earlier were saying that the freaking Chiefs are going to the Super
That
Bowl.
was from the start of the season. Okay. Yahoo Sports is trustworthy, I believe.
Is it?
No. But let's see where they put them. Bengals at 19, still barely out to the top half. I really want Pro Football Focus because that's like the one I usually go to, but I'm not paying for it. All right, but move on to the next game.
Yo, give me the ups. I don't even know if it's that much of an upset because it's not an upset to me. The Bucks go to Carolina. I'm taking the Panthers to take the division lead.
Yeah, give me the Panthers. The Bucks have been free falling.
I'll take the Bucks only because I'm mad at Egbuka.
So you're picking the Bucks because you're mad at them?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you sound like Tom whenever someone doesn't his parlay. He's like, "Oh,
Hey, I hit my parlay last week, bitches."
He's like, what do you mean the 6th-string wide receiver that gets 0 minutes didn't score a touchdown? You suck and you're ugly and your kids stink as well. Like,
I hit my parlay last week. Shout out Bobby and I. Little tag team parlay, and we won.
The Jets go to New Orleans. Give me Tyler Shaw.
Yeah, give me Tyler Shaw. Freaking Brady Cook's not winning this football game.
Sure, I don't care. Nah, I don't care.
Okay. For that Bengals game, by the way, for Sarah, I wrote down T. Higgins. What? Because that's literally what she did.
Like, pretty positive he didn't play last week.
I don't know. I don't.
Bills go to Cleveland.
Bills.
Cleveland.
She's a big Shadur Sanders fan.
No, I just don't want the Bills to win.
No. It's because of Harold Fannin.
I actually love that guy. He wears like 44 as a tight end. It's disgusting.
Chiefs go to Tennessee.
So, the
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes Chiefs, but I'm still taking the Chiefs because the Titans are just that bad. The Titans
Give
are
me the
terrible.
Give me the Titans.
I'm taking Gardner Minshew over freaking Cam Ward.
Oh,
At
it's
least in
Gardner
this
Minshew?
game, in this
Okay.
game, I wouldn't take him long term. You'd still got to bank on Cam Ward, but like Gardner Minshew doesn't. Gardner Minshew's a
Yeah,
fun
I didn't know
backup.
it was Gardner Minshew yet.
I
And so
didn't either.
because of that, I'll take the.
Have they announced that that's who's starting?
Yeah, he's the backup. He has to start.
I didn't know he was the backup for the Chiefs because I don't give a fuck who the backup for the Chiefs is. Sarah's game of the week.
Yay, Trevor.
Trevor goes to Denver.
Trevor.
So we want the Jags to win because we need the
Trevor.
Broncos to lose, but the Broncos are going to beat them.
Thank you.
The Broncos are going to win. They're going to win. They're going to pick off Trevor Lawrence like 7 times, and the backup's going to get in there.
Okay.
Bo Nix looked like freaking John Elway last week, okay?
Great for him.
Sarah
And
probably
last
thinks John Elway is not a top 20 quarterback.
My God. Did
We
those
got-
words in my mouth?
If you think Patrick Mahomes is not a top 20 quarterback,
You're pissing me off.
We got the Battle of the Birds. The Falcons go to the Cardinals.
give me Kirko Chains and Kyle Pitts.
I'll take the fucking Falcons.
Give me Michael Carter and the Cardinals.
Is that the backup running back?
No, he's a wide receiver, dummy.
Oh.
Ooh.
Shows you how much I watch the Cardinals.
Yeah.
The Steelers go to Detroit.
I think
Detroit.
Detroit needs us to stay in the playoffs for Detroit.
They're being quiet this year.
They're having a tough season.
Yeah.
The Patriots go to Baltimore.
Patriots. Sarah doesn't pick the game.
And then the Niners on Monday Night
Josh
Football.
just didn't say who he picked, but okay.
Who do you think I picked, stupid?
Say it, bro. The people might not know.
Go against his team.
I think the Patriots.
All right. No, give us the last game.
The Niners go to Indianapolis to play Phillip Rivers, baby.
I kind of
Man, I wanted him to win so bad last week.
I'm taking the upset. Give me Phillip Rivers.
He was so close. No, game on. He threw checkdowns the entire game last week, but they almost won that football game.
You know what?
The win, baby.
I'm taking the 49ers.
Lame.
I'll take Phillip Rivers.
All right. Is that all, Josh?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to sightseeing.
Wait, isn't it Friday?
I believe there's a Friday night football game. I don't know what game is on Friday night.
I don't pay attention. It's the
Saturday. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. And Monday. There's Eagles Commanders Saturday and Packers Bears Saturday. That's weird.
I think it's Saturday, yes. Saturday, because it's
The week of Christmas. The week of Christmas is the Friday night game. Wait. Weird.
All right. Now, let's get to sightseeing.
I don't want to go shopping.
what?
Told you I'm over Christmas. I'm
Wow.
also broke.
Wow.
And no, I take that back. I want to go fucking shopping.
All
I
right.
love-
Yeah.
I was
Shopping.
gonna say I don't know how we move on. I don't think we can do the segment if Sarah doesn't want to go
I
shopping.
was really about to leave. I was just gonna leave.
But here's the other problem. I don't want a Louis bag anymore.
Oh, what are we gonna rename the segment to now?
I want a Prada bag.
A what?
It's just slightly more.
This is a heel turn from Sarah. This is a complete heel turn from Sarah.
I'm
What
sorry.
the hell is a Prada bag?
Doesn't want to go shopping and now wants a Prada bag.
Pretty.
What's a Prada bag?
I'm assuming a different brand than Louis.
It's just
a
different.
triangle.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It is a triangle. Good job, Josh. It's just a different designer.
Oh, but now we're sharing the screen.
That's not the one that I want.
Which one is it then? There's a million.
Like, go to the website, you freak. Those are all old.
What is this?
I like that one.
I think
Well, I
you
like
spelled Prada wrong too. Isn't it spelled with a
It's
D?
spelled Prada wrong. I spelled it with a T.
All right, whatever. While Sarah tries to figure out what bag she wants, let's go sightseeing. Let's get Sarah's teams right out of the way real quick. Sarah, what game do you want to watch this week?
Trevor.
And what game do you not want to watch this week?
Anything that's not Trevor.
There we go. Yes.
Wait, you're not gonna watch
that hasn't changed. At least we still have that.
I'm always gonna watch the Patriots.
At least we still have that one. Okay.
Guys, there's breaking news.
What is it?
911. Braxton Berrios and Alex Earl broke up.
Oh, I thought that was like real breaking news.
That is breaking news.
Well, I thought like there was news. I don't think it's news. I don't think it's breaking.
It's sad. They were really cute together.
Don't go on Dancing with the Stars.
Braxton played for the Miami Dolphins, I think, last year, and then he tore something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then he got traded to the Texans, and then he tore something again. He hurt himself again.
Tore his heart.
No, he was actually really good to her, and she was really good for him, and it was sweet. They got a dog together, too.
So I don't call it the Dancing with the Star curse lives on. Anyways,
A curse.
there's like a curse where if you go on Dancing with the Stars, you break up with your significant other. It happens like to one couple each season.
Yeah, because
Well,
every
that's
dance
sad.
is a romantic dance. They're like, ooh, I'm with this
Exactly.
new chick now that I'm dancing with.
Well, her partner is married, and his wife is on the show with him.
They were cheating behind the scenes.
No,
It's gonna be a trifecta. No, double. It'll be 2 relationships.
They're not gonna break up because nothing happened.
All right, whatever. Josh, what game do you want to stop to watch this week?
I could go. I could have gone with an obvious pick. There's so many divisional games this week, and I was like, "Ooh, look at all these divisional games. They mean so much." But now I'm thinking, we're going into kind of the holiday break. I'm just in. I mean, as you can see, I'm in a jolly mood. I'm in a festive mood. I just want to have fun, man. I just want to go have fun, have a couple bevs, and watch some fun football. And you want to know where I'm going to get that? You want to know where I'm going to get that? Fuck no!
Ugh.
I'm going to Indianapolis to go see my boy, Phillip Rivers, cook the San Francisco 49ers on Monday Night Football, baby.
I really thought you set me up for a Buffalo, bro.
They're not even in Buffalo, dummy. They're in Cleveland, you Cleveland steamer.
But you just say Buffalo.
No.
Figured, you want to watch fun football? You want to watch the Bills hang 45 on the Browns? Okay.
No.
That's not fun football.
I don't know.
Not
I don't know
fun
what his
football.
idea of fun is.
That's boring.
Phillip Rivers, baby. F-U-N. Phillip.
That's not how you spell Philip.
I know.
That's not how Philip is spelled.
I tried to just keep it up, and I couldn't.
Went right for it. Nope, didn't work. But nice. I don't hate it. It is a spectacle to watch Phillip Rivers go play football at the ripe old age of 44 years old.
That's the thing. When is the next time we're gonna see a 44-year-old grandfather play a snap in the NFL?
Well, Tom Brady said he could still come back and whip ass, so maybe Brady comes back at 48.
Brady gets bored of his fucking Fox Network job.
Well, Brady said yesterday that somebody asked him, and he was like, I could still go out there. You give me a month, I could still go out there and whoop ass.
Come back, please.
At 48, well, I'm not taking 48-year-old Tom Brady over Drake May.
I'm also
not.
kind of cool with Drake May.
I am.
I'm
I'm not.
like that.
I think it's my anxiety that makes me want that. I don't like change.
I just don't want to do Drake May dirty like that.
Well, no, you have
I think
next.
Drake May would be okay with learning from Tom Brady.
He's not going to learn from Tom Brady. He's gonna. You're not bringing in Tom Brady and then be like, okay, Drake May, you sit for 1 year.
Yeah.
No.
Why get rid of Drake May?
Why would you? That's exactly why you don't need to bring in Tom Brady. You have Drake May.
Well, it would be fun. It'd be for shits and giggles.
I
You
mean, if
have
they want to go get like a cocktail together, sure, that'd be fun. But I don't want Tom Brady
No.
taking over his spot in the football. Unless Tom Brady wants to be the Brian Hoyer to Drake May.
You have Drake and Michael May, Bake Miss Drake May.
Yeah, you can't get rid of Bakemas.
Drake, I love Bake Miss.
Those pinwheel cookies look so difficult to make.
I know. No, it's actually really easy.
I want the dark chocolate peanut butter pretzel bark she made, bro. That was
Did you see what she made yesterday? She made the Snickerdoodle cinnamon roll cookies.
No, I'm behind on my Bakemas. I got to catch up on
Oh
today
my
and
God.
yesterday.
So good. And then I don't know. Oh no, that's what I watched.
I'll have to catch up on my Bakemas. But
Gotta
Josh
get
Levitt,
on
what
it.
game do you not want to stop to watch?
man. You will not catch me ever, and I mean ever, taking my ass down to Miami this week. I'm sorry. You're telling me I'm gonna pay hundreds of dollars to see a depressed Joe Burrow with Quinn and Ewers? What are we doing?
Yeah, it's just the Bengals should hang like 50 on the Dolphins.
And people at home are like, man, Josh, why didn't you pick like the Jets or the Saints game? I mean, that's just two dog shit teams. That's the point. That's more fun football. Two dog shit teams going at it. I fucking love it.
Plus, like, you haven't, I mean, not number one pick watch, but you have a tankathon going on. Both teams want to lose that game. Both teams are trying to suck.
They're both ass teams.
The Jets are playing Brady Cook. Who the
That's
hell
why
is that?
That's why they're called bumpin' uglies. They're meant for each other.
And, I mean, good work there, Josh. I'm going to start with the game I don't want to watch because I think the game that I'm stopping to see is going to be a monumental moment on the pod here. I am not stopping to watch the Chiefs-Titans game. Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL. There is no attraction to this game whatsoever. It's not like the Jets, who the hell the Jets playing? You just said it, Josh?
Saints.
It's not like the Jets-Saints game where you can watch and be like, okay, these teams are tanking to lose. Like, let's see what happens here. The Chiefs can't get a really high draft pick. They're gonna be a top 15 pick, I think, at least. But they can't get into the like top 5 range where you really want to be in the NFL draft. And the Titans still suck. The Titans are so bad. Like, I don't want to watch Cam Ward play football. I don't want to watch Gardner Minshew play football. I don't want to see sad, old, washed-up Travis Kelce play football. There's just nothing I want to watch about this game. So I'm not stopping to watch that game whatsoever. And then the game that I am stopping to watch this week is the biggest game for the New England Patriots going on this week that isn't their own game. You need the Broncos to lose on Sunday. So I will be stopping to watch in the 4 o'clock slate the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. While I do not believe in Trevor Lawrence whatsoever, the defense can force takeaways. The defense is one of the best defenses at forcing turnovers in the NFL. I think they have the highest turnover rate in the NFL right now, if I'm not mistaken. they can give Trevor short field so he doesn't have to work that hard against a star-studded defense against the Denver Broncos. Is this game in Denver?
Yes.
Yes, that game is that much tougher. It's an uphill battle for the Jags. I don't know if they're up for the task of beating the Denver Broncos, but it'd be awesome if they could help the Patriots out to have a chance to crawl back to that number 1 seed.
So if you want them to win this game, meaning the Jags, maybe try being positive.
I'm being analytical. I want them to win. I want them to win. I don't have a lot of faith.
Manifesting, you might think it's bullshit, but it actually works.
It's an uphill battle. It's in Denver. It's super tough to play in Denver because of the altitude.
I believe that Trevor can do this. I believe that the Jags can pull this off. I believe that they can beat this team.
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
Thank you, Justin.
We need it. I don't know if it's going to happen. It'd be awesome, but I will be seated to watch. And that is what the point of the segment is here. I'll be seated to watch intently because we need it to happen. A 1 seed would be awesome. I don't want to play the Texans. I don't want to play the Texans. The Texans scare me very much in the playoffs, and that looks like the most likely option there. But that's sightseeing. We do it every single week. At this time, we look and see what teams we want to stop to watch, what games we think are going to be good, and what games we think are going to be bad. To close up the show here, we used to race to a Louis bag, but because of breaking news and just revelations that we were not expecting, we'll be racing to a Prada bag now.
Man, and also to add on with what you say of not being racing for a Louis, man, every time I post that little graphic, I tag Louis Vuitton in there.
I low-key thought they were. I saw that. I was like, damn, did they comment? I saw that. I was like, damn.
I gave him a chance. I was giving them free advertising. Free.
Wait, no, keep it Louis.
But I thought you want a Prada bag now.
I want both, okay?
Can't afford that. We haven't won a bet yet.
Do I have to?
We haven't won a bet yet.
Does this mean I have to rename it to Race to a Louis and Prada?
No, just keep it Louis.
It's a bit of a mouthful too for radio. First. That is a bit of a mouthful for a podcast segment. Race to a Louis Vuitton bag and a Prada bag for Sarah. That's a mouthful right there.
A Louis and a Prada for Sarah.
So that's a mouthful right there. That's like 7 words.
Am I gonna win the Louis and then sell it?
No, you give it to me.
All right. Well, what we do here to try to make Sarah
your sister's boyfriend, and then you can give it to me. And by that, I mean I pry it out of his cold, dead hands.
All right. So the point of the segment here is, as you can tell, Sarah likes fancy, expensive stuff. She likes designer stuff, correct?
Yes.
Sarah likes fancy, expensive stuff. And
I don't like designer stuff, though.
The best way to get fancy, expensive stuff is not to go and work your annoying job where you don't get paid enough money to deal with stuff you don't want to deal with. The way to buy fancy, expensive stuff is to gamble on sports. So what we do is, I don't know what the shock is there. This is how you make money. So you make big cash by doing little work. What we do every single week, except last week because we forgot, is we all pick 3 touchdown scores and we all have an individual parlay going to see who can make the money the fastest to get Sarah her Louis bag. Now, technically, I won last week, my bet. But we didn't post it, so I'm not counting it. So we're still at a whopping $0.0 towards Sarah's Louis Vuitton bag. In the past 5 or 6 weeks, we have done this. So, with that being said, Sarah, where would you like to start with your first touchdown score?
Wait, I have to pick?
Do you want to not go first?
I'll go first. Hold on. That stupid chant is stuck in my head. I don't want to go first.
Sarah does not want to go first. I'll go first because I have mine written down on the spreadsheet. So it's an all wide receiver parlay this week. I'm feeling a big week for passing the NFL.
Ooh.
Ted McMillan against the Buccaneers. Buccaneers are banged up. It's a divisional matchup. I think he has a good one. He's plus money. Justin Jefferson, who the hell are they playing? The Cowboys? All right, I'm sticking to this Cowboys game. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. The Cowboys' defense sucks, and J.J. McCarthy isn't the best, so I think the Cowboys will have a lot of chances to score. Give me Justin Jefferson at plus money and CeeDee Lamb at plus money in this game, both to score a touchdown. I have it pulled up somewhere. Let me find it on my phone. I have 15 different apps open. Very old head activity right there. I mean, I have multiple apps open. Those 3 together, oh my God, I have to put my password in. I thought I had that face scan all taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Those 3 together, hold up, what's my password? That's just not even close to it, but we'll try it. Oh, bang, face scan worked. Love it. Those three together, your $10 is going to pay out $1.50, $1.45.
Okay.
Cool.
Josh, you can go now.
Okay.
I don't know what to say, Josh.
It sounded like you were going to add something on in the end.
Yeah.
No, that was my last thought.
Okay. So first of all, I gotta throw my boy in there. I gotta throw my boy, my dog, my guy, Travion Henderson.
Was waiting for that or Lad McConkey.
You have too many guys.
Yeah, you do.
Travion Henderson is my guy. Lad McConkey is my lad. Dummy.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there. I like it.
And then there's Dobbins time, but we'll get into that another day. Tom remembers Dobbins time.
It was a dark day.
Nah, this game, it's an establishment game. The future versus the past. Travion Henderson versus Derrick Henry. We're leaving Derrick Henry in the past. Leave him in the dust. Leave him in the dirt. Give me Travion Henderson to establish himself as the better running back in this game. Travion Henderson, touchdown, put it down.
I think he's one of the favorites for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Even better reason to put money on him. Next one. We're going back to a game that I really want to watch this week. I didn't throw it in my, my sightseeing because I had the other game in mind. But we're going back to that Jets-Saints game. Give me, because the Jets are so bad, and I know the Jets are so bad because Trevor Lawrence got 44 fantasy points and saved me from the Travis Kelce photo shoot. Because the Jets are that bad, give me a Jawan Johnson touchdown, baby. I'm telling you, Jawan Johnson is going to score because the Jets are just that effing bad, man. They're so bad. And Tom, I might need you to go on to whatever, to Fanatics so you can tell me the number. But I'm pretty sure the number on this person is pretty high. I'm counting on my old man again. Phillip Rivers, but not Phillip Rivers touchdown.
I was going to say, there's no way in hell you're taking that.
Like,
No. I'm not taking Phillip Rivers rushing touchdown. I'm taking Phillip Rivers to throw a touchdown to Michael Pittman Jr., baby. I'm pretty sure for some reason the odds are insanely high because it's Phillip Rivers. But
plus 335.
That's what I'm saying, baby.
Josh is $10. We'll pay out 303.
I'm making money.
Or we're losing $10 on another parlay with just interesting odds.
Give it to me. It's the money makers, baby.
I just calculate who you just said.
Jawan Johnson. Who the hell is that? Michael Pittman?
Pittman, Jawan Johnson, and Travion Henderson.
You know what I was really upset about last week is I won my while Sarah gets ready for her with her three players. I won my parlay on the 1 o'clock slate because that's how I like to gamble. I like to do the 1 o'clock slate. If I win, I parlay it into a second bet in the 4 o'clock slate. Or I lose, I get mad, and I bet on the 4 o'clock slate again. So either way, I'm betting on the 4 o'clock slate. But I won, and I wanted to put every penny I had just earned on Phillip Rivers to rush for 1 yard, but I couldn't find Phillip Rivers rushing lines on my sportsbook. I was so mad. Like, yeah, it was also in the middle of the game. But I was like, this is ridiculous. I should be able to bet Phillip Rivers over half a rushing yard at the ripe old age of 44. And I haven't checked if he got it yet, but I can't imagine he ran for a yard. I can't imagine.
Gotta go find a dog.
He did not. He ran once and he did not get a single yard. He got sacked too many times. But that's going to be, I hear it too. Sarah, somebody's on an airplane right now. All right. There you go. It's gone. It's gone. I muted Sarah. It's gone. Sarah, let's get your picks in real quick before you have to get back in the airplane.
I don't know.
Just pick like the entire Jaguars offense.
No, then they won't score. That's where my superstition comes in. It's really bad. Give me T. Higgins. I don't care if he doesn't play. Goddard. Is that how you say his name?
Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, on the Eagles. Tight end. You know what? No one's coming to my brain. The only name floating around my head right now is Trevor Lawrence. And I'm not picking him. DK Metcalf.
And just so you know, DK Metcalf does not wear number 14.
I know.
I didn't know that, and it was very sad when I thought he scored and it wasn't him.
I remember.
All right, that does it for a race to some sort of designer bag, whichever one Sarah is feeling this week. That's going to do it for episode number 31 of the Duck Boat Dispatch. 31. That's crazy. We have Christmas next week. I don't know how we're going to do the holiday session, and then I'm away. I don't know how you guys are going to take care of that as well. But there will be Duck Boat Dispatch content for you to catch up on during your holiday breaks on YouTube at the Duck Boat Dispatch. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment, interact any way you can. It really helps out. You can follow us on Instagram at the Duck Boat Dispatch. Make sure you comment, like, repost, share it to your story, be a friend, tell a friend, share it with a friend. And then on the TikTok, same thing there at the Duck Boat Dispatch. Follow, comment, like, repost. Again, be a friend, tell a friend, share with a friend. It helps out a lot. Don't be a dink. Be nice in the comments. Sarah will come after you if she's having a bad day. Just fair warning. And it's not going to be your analytical football response. She's going to come for your bloodline. So be nice in the comments. It's just fair warning there for all of you as well. We'll be back at some point, maybe next week, maybe not the week, maybe the week after. It'll be Sarah and Josh, or maybe I'll bring my laptop and I'll do it from Aruba. I don't know yet, but there'll be content for you to watch. I don't know how it's going to work. Because there's going to be Wi-Fi at the hotel, I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm with the resort. I am not part of the planning committee. I'm part of the show up, take a melatonin, get on the plane, and then wake up when I'm in Aruba. Because I hate traveling. I'm actually on the plane podcasting. I hate flying so much. I hate it.
I was told to never bother Tom when you're at an airport.
Oh yeah, Mark came to Florida with us, and we were in the car getting out, and I was like, hey, just a heads up, don't talk to me in the airport. And he was like, why? And I was like, I'm not friendly in the airport. Like, just don't talk to me. I hate the airport. I'm so mad.
If you and I ever travel, I will make it my job to make you crash out.
Like, I stepped foot, like, we got out, Dad dropped us off at the airport because he couldn't come to Florida last year. He had to work. And we'd get out, hug Dad goodbye, walk in the airport. I'm immediately go from like a calm 3 to a 7. And then we're going through security. Like, you have to scan your ticket before you get to security. And there's this old guy in front of me who can't figure out how to use his phone to get the ticket. And I am immediately crashing out. Like, you have got to be kidding me. So I get around him. This guy's in security in front of me. The slowest guy ever to get through the airport security. But he didn't know you had to take his shoes off to get, like, when was the last time you flew? 1914 when the plane was invented? Like, god damn, dude. I'm getting angry now thinking about it. And then I couldn't find a Dunkin' Donuts, which was at, like, every corner in the Logan Airport, but I couldn't find an open Dunkin' Donuts, and I was getting really mad because all I wanted was a chocolate chip muffin and a water before I got on the plane. And then we finally get on the plane, and I was just in fear. Like, my TV didn't work, the Wi-Fi I was just so mad. I hate flying. I don't like to fly. I'm a nervous flyer. And then you add all of that on there as well. I was just angry the entire flight. And until I got on the airport, like literally the other airport, I'm angry.
I was going to poke you the entire time if I'm ever flying with you.
Oh, and I think in Aruba, you have to go through customs. Oh my God. We have to go through customs when we get, I'm going to be so mad. I hate everything about flying.
Or hear me out.
I just think I don't go. I thought you were going to say don't go. I was like, oh, this doesn't like a bad idea right about now. Don't have to get on a 5-hour flight.
It's not that bad.
And I'm not the tallest guy. I'm not claiming to be like 6'5". I'm 5'10", but I'm like 85% leg. And there's not enough leg room on a plane. There's just not.
No. My knees are in the back of the chair the entire time, and it's the most frustrating thing in the entire world.
And I can sleep almost anywhere, but I can't sleep on an airplane. That's like the one place I can't fall asleep. The chairs just aren't comfortable enough.
Try a 10-hour flight to Greece.
Yeah, I don't need to ever go to Greece.
Oh my God, yes you do. It was gorgeous.
I'm sure it looked beautiful on your Instagram. It looks the water looks amazing. Like the architecture looks super cool. I'm such a history buff. Like it'd be cool. Yeah. Nah,
it was really cool. The flight was awful.
I hate to break it to you, man. If you ever get a girlfriend, man, girls like to travel, man.
I'd travel in the country, but I don't need to go overseas. Like,
no. When girls say they want to travel, they want to go to like Europe, Asia, maybe.
There's nothing over in Europe that I need to see. What do I need to see in Europe? What do I need to see?
Spain, Italy.
Nope. What Spain got that I don't have here in America?
Good food.
There's great Chick-fil-A is 15 minutes from my house. That's great food.
The diet of a 4-year-old.
There's a really good pizza joint in Worcester, 25 minutes away.
Let me guess. You order a cheese pizza.
Hell yeah, I would do a cheese pizza and some garlic
You
bread.
basic bitch.
Cheese pizza's phenomenal. You don't need all that crap on a pizza.
Cheese pizza is the water of drinks.
No, it's not. You don't need pepperoni. You don't need bacon. You don't need pineapple. You don't need jalapeno. You need cheese, tomato sauce, and a good dough.
If you have the option to
Guys.
enhance the pizza, why would you not choose to enhance the pizza? Why would you go with the most basic option?
Because it's already perfect.
Let me guess, you unseason your food too.
No, I
You
season
don't
my food.
your food. With what? Just salt and pepper?
Salt, pepper. If we have something else in the crib, I don't know. I don't know. I don't go through the spice cabinet.
Guys.
Oh my god.
Guys.
What are we doing?
End the episode.
All right, that's going to do it. Sarah's getting mad. I'm going to go eat a burger for dinner because I'm an American man who doesn't need to go overseas and eat freaking European food.
Let me guess. It's a white buns